Kawhi Leonard was just spotted in Japan hanging out with a guy wearing a retro Raptors jersey. And at this point, I genuinely think we can start treating this as basically confirmed. So basically, every single sign we've gotten this summer just keeps pointing in the exact same direction. In this video, we're breaking down this latest Kawhi sighting in Japan, why it fits perfectly into everything else we've heard recently from Ramona Shelburne and from Kawhi's own inner circle, and why all of these signs together make this feel like a lock at this point. Before we get into it, quick shout out. We're closing in on our next subscriber milestone on this channel, and I have to say, connecting all these dots together has made this one of the most fun stretches of coverage we've had all summer. We've been putting out daily uploads, trying to keep up with every single sign. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button, turn on notifications so you don't miss a single thing, because I think we're genuinely getting close to the finish line here. All right, so let's dive into it. Let's lay out the timeline here, because when you put it all together, it paints a really clear picture. About a week ago, Ramona Shelburne reported, along with her ESPN colleagues, that the NBA's investigation found no evidence that Clippers owner Steve Ballmer funneled money to Kawhi through team sponsors, which was the core allegation driving this entire scandal in the first place. That was already a great sign on its own. Then we found out Jeremy Castleberry, Kawhi's best friend, who's followed him to every single organization he's ever played for, was spotted in Raptors gear. Then it was Harrison Gaines, Kawhi's actual agent, the guy negotiating his next contract, also showing up repping our colors. And now, on top of all of that, we got Kawhi himself in Japan hanging out with someone wearing a retro Raptors jersey. And look, I want to be fair here. None of these individual moments prove anything on their own. A guy in a random retro jersey standing next to Kawhi in a photo doesn't guarantee anything by itself. But when you stack it on top of everything else, the Castleberry sighting, the Gaines sighting, the actual reporting from Shelburne about the lack of evidence in the core allegation, and Josh Lewenberg's reporting that our front office is already operating as though Kawhi is a member of this team, you start to see a genuinely consistent pattern forming. This isn't just one random data point anymore. This is some stack after stack of signals all pointing in the exact same direction over the same few weeks. And that's really what makes this moment in Japan hit different than it might have a month or two ago. Earlier this summer, a photo like this might have just been a fun coincidence to speculate about, but now it's landing right in the middle of a stretch where everything else we've heard has been trending positive too. Kawhi's own camp keeps showing up in our gear. The central allegation against the Clippers doesn't appear to be holding up, and even the Clippers' own statement seems to be pointing blame away from Kawhi personally and toward how the organization handled things internally. Against that backdrop, a random guy in a retro Raptors jersey standing next to Kawhi on a trip through Japan feels a lot less like a coincidence and a lot more like just another data point in a pile of them. Personally, I think when you connect literally every single piece of this together, the picture becomes about as clear as it can possibly get without an actual official announcement. Kawhi's inner circle keeps repping our colors. The legal case against the core allegation looks weak, and our front office isn't even treating a possible suspension as a deal breaker. At some point, that's not smoke anymore. That's basically the fire itself. We're just waiting on the official confirmation. Here's a question I want to hear your thoughts on in the comments. Out of everything we've covered recently, the ESPN report, Castleberry, Gaines, and now this Japan sighting, which one has actually moved the needle the most for you? I think everybody's going to have a different answer depending on what they personally weigh the heaviest. We've been tracking every single piece of this saga from day one, and I genuinely think this is the most confident this fan base has had reason to feel in months. Every new piece of information keeps reinforcing the exact same story. Kawhi wants to be here, his people know it, and the legal risk that's kept this trade frozen seems to be shrinking with every single new report. Look, at some point, you have to trust the pattern that's right in front of you. We've had person after person from Kawhi's circle showing up in our gear, real reporting suggesting the worst allegations don't hold up, and a front office that's fully operating like this is a done deal. I don't think we're speculating anymore at this point. I think we're just waiting for the paperwork to catch up to what's already obviously true. Appreciate everybody pulling up for this one. As always, if this got you as excited as it got me, do me a favor and hit subscribe so you don't miss it the moment this actually becomes official. Drop your thoughts in the comments which sign has convinced you the most. Until next time, I'm signing off. Cheers. Before we wrap things up, I just want to say thank you for watching and for being part of the Unlimited Hoops Canada community. Whether you've been here since day one or this is your very first video, we truly appreciate every single one of you. Our goal has always been simple: create the best place on YouTube for Toronto Raptors fans and Canadian basketball fans. No clickbait for the sake of it, no pointless drama, just honest conversations, in-depth analysis, breaking news, trade discussions, player breakdowns, NBA draft coverage, and everything happening across the Canadian basketball landscape. This is more than just a Raptors channel. It's a community of basketball fans who love talking hoops, debating the biggest storylines, celebrating the highs, and surviving the lows together. Whether the Raptors are chasing a championship, developing young talent, making a blockbuster trade, or rebuilding for the future, we'll be here covering it every step of the way. And it doesn't stop with the Raptors. We're passionate about Canada basketball as a whole. From the senior men's and women's national teams to our rising stars in the NBA, NCAA, and youth basketball, we'll continue shining a spotlight on Canadian players making an impact around the world. Canadian basketball has never been stronger, and we're excited to follow this incredible journey with all of you. If you enjoyed today's video, the biggest thing you can do to support the channel is hit that like button. It tells YouTube that you enjoyed the content and helps us reach more basketball fans across Canada and around the world. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We upload consistently, covering breaking Raptors news, trade rumors, free agency, game analysis, draft content, off-season moves, Canada basketball updates, and plenty more throughout the year. We also want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with today's take? What would you do if you were running the Raptors? Which Canadian players should we talk about next? We read the comments every day, and many of our future videos are inspired by the conversations happening right here in this community. Finally, if you know another Raptors fan or someone who loves Canadian basketball, share this video with them. Word of mouth is one of the biggest reasons channels like ours continue to grow, and every share genuinely helps. Thank you again for spending part of your day with us. We never take your time or support for granted. Until next time, this is Unlimited Hoops Canada, and as always, keep supporting Canadian basketball, keep believing in the Toronto Raptors, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.